Hey everybody, welcome back to Age of Strife. I think our players are going to have a little bit of downtime while they rest up, heal up, and get accustomed to their new squire. So let's do some experience calculating. All old party members take home 550 experience points.
Oh, it's so close. Did you level up?
That's so close.
Wow, we are 6 XP away.
Oh,
please.
Right.
Did we get 6 XP for meeting our new squire?
Yeah,
Only
4
6.
Mm-mm. I'm sorry, that's the number.
Okay. Luther gathers up the party and says, "We're gonna go out and kill a hobo real quick."
Business like
We're gonna go possum
I just have
hunting.
a feeling about it. I think we need this.
So what day is it? I have sort of lost track of the calendar since you guys spent the time out there.
We started last week
On
on,
the
I think, the 14th.
No,
Yeah.
something up right here.
You
On my
should be
notes.
starting on today's date soon, right?
Yeah, I
it's-
think that
we're pretty in
you.
line with.
I think
today.
it was the 14th or 15th when we started the session today. I think it was probably the 15th when we started today's session.
Okay.
So how many days do you guys need to rest up?
Quite a bit.
I'm making poultices for them, and Ginger has the healing proficiency, so I guess we're healing.
I'm down 3.
I need to recover 9 points.
All right, so that's going to be 3 days of healing. We'll roll a healing poultice, Luther.
Yeah. What was the roll for that again?
D3 plus 2.
D3 plus 2.
I should be at full health for my birthday. I think.
I think it's D3 for the healing poultice, and then you heal at a rate of 3 per day with the healing and herbalism, everything. So just roll a D3 for the poultice.
I love these poultices.
All right, Ginger, that's 3 HP for you. And you can do the same for Stefan. 2 for him. And then you guys will need to rest a couple of days.
Yeah.
So I think you'll actually end up being all rested and refreshed on Sunday the 18th, which is quite perfect.
Birthday.
Oh, that's right. It is Ginger's birthday today.
Yep.
So before we delve into Ginger's birthday, why don't we learn a little bit about Arthur? Tyler, do you want to introduce yourself and your character for us all?
Yeah, sure. Starting with me, I'm Tyler. I did an audition, like a couple months back at this point.
Back in August.
Yep, I'm a software engineer. I work on video games, and I play D&D a lot, or D&D-esque systems on the internet.
Nice.
So I play a lot of Pathfinder. Right now I'm playing Fate, Pathfinder, another custom system, and now 2nd edition. So there we go. I'm in too many games and forget. Okay, my character. I'm Arthur Weatherly. I'm a woodsman. I'm wearing a big fur cloak most of the time, especially now in the winter. I've got
Good Simpson style.
Yeah. I've got a saber at my side and a dagger at my belt as well, but on the other side. I've got some heavy work boots that I wear around the place. And in the time you guys have known me, I've spoken some. Not a whole lot, but mostly I go about my business, doing whatever chores Luther has set me to. I'm assuming I do things like that because I'm a squire. And I practice with my bow I think every morning or so. I'm out shooting at an archery target, just in different poses and that sort of thing.
Do you use do you use any other weapons beside a bow?
Yes, I have my saber and my dagger. If there are some melee targets around, I might spend some time practicing with the saber and dagger as well.
You have loads of sparring partners.
Yep.
Cool. So, after a few days of you all getting acquainted and the party resting up, what do you guys want to do?
I think maybe during that rest period, Luther might have sat Arthur down and had a chat with him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all really to do with his moral code. So I think maybe this chat's happening sometime we're recovering, and I'll ask him, Arthur, how do you see your own morals? What kind of a person are you?
It's an odd question, my lord. I think of myself as a good person. Like to spend most of the time by myself, though. I can't say I'm too fond of the civilized world, but I do love my family a lot. I'm out here taking care of the four Weatherly women. They're back at home, of course, and Reggie and I gotta do what we can for them and for ourselves, of course.
Are you religious?
I do believe in the gods. Obviously, their work can be seen throughout the world, but I don't go to church every day, if that's what you mean.
That's fair enough. How do you see the role of a squire? What do you think your role is?
Well, I think that my role is to do what you ask, mostly. Fix your horse every now and then, if you got one. Maybe clean your armor and go out with you when you're fighting, that sort of thing.
So you wouldn't be opposed to coming out with us and
Well, no, of course.
just search for wealth? That's good. I know Kel Reginald. I was speaking to him about taking you as my squire, and he said, "Oh, it was something about how you shouldn't be in combat yet, or something to that."
He would say something like that.
Do you agree?
Well, he can't best me with a sword. That's certainly true, but I think he overlooks some of my abilities.
So you wouldn't mind being in combat with us?
Well, I wouldn't want to fight if we don't have to, but every now and then, man's got to draw a sword.
That sounds about right, I suppose. Well, I suppose that's good enough for now.
I can also help with the bow. That's more useful. As you can see, I don't have much armor myself. I just got the old gambus in here. But
Yes. I'm a little bit jealous, to be honest. All that armor I wear, it really takes a toll on me. I'm not the strongest man.
well, if you don't want it,
To be honest, we do have a spare set of chainmail. I don't know if it would fit you. I kind of size him up and try to think of how tall Ty was.
Ty was a few inches
He was
taller
a bit
and
taller, right?
probably around about the same build. I don't know.
I think it wouldn't be too bad.
yeah, I'm relatively tall. Very bulky though. I'm quite strong and fit.
Yeah, I say, well, we do have chainmail that I think would fit okay. We have some other things in the armory too, in case you needed it.
Oh, yeah. I look at you a little surprised, like I wasn't actually expecting to get armor, and I say, "Oh, well, that would certainly help a lot, my lord."
If you're going to be out with us, and you should be protected, I suppose. I'll get that. Well, I'll have someone get that chainmail out for you, so you can try it on.
The armor from Ty will fit you. Not a problem. It's one of the great things about chainmail. It's not quite one size fits all, but if it's a little bit too big, it just dangles down. The only problem with chainmail is a little too small, and since people wear gambesons underneath them, usually it's not often a problem. So Ty's chainmail will fit you just fine.
And I also show him the medium shield, the arming sword. I say there's a crossbow, but I take a look over at his bow and say he probably wouldn't need a crossbow.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I do have my saber though, so I don't think I'll need any more weapons. At least not for a while.
That's fair enough. And now that Luther is thinking of all this crap he has laying around, I think during the recovery time he'll also try to sell some of the crap that he has laying around.
Okay. You have 17 dex, right? That's plus 3 to AC.
Yes.
Good lord.
Okay, so with chainmail, your AC becomes 18 as long as it's from the front.
Okay.
Ooh.
Can I just say, I'm looking at your stats, and especially I'm looking at your hit points.
That looks really OP.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
And he's also older than Stefan by a year.
Oh yeah. First of all. Do you want me to message you all the stuff I'm gonna sell somewhere? Or
You don't even have a low stat.
Yeah, if you got stuff you're gonna sell, message it to me. What things? Well, let's just talk about it. What things are you selling?
We have 2 silver candlesticks that were valued at 50 gold each. 2 light crossbows at 35 gold each. Let's see what else. We have those 20 turquoise stones that you said we could sell for 80% of their value, which is
Yeah.
5 gold each. And I think I'll have. Well, we can deal with that later. And we also have 4 rings from Sophia Lorne that are 50 gold, 10 gold, 12 gold, and 3 gold.
Do you want to liquidate these things now, or do you just want to hold on to them to pay your expenses?
If he
You're going to
could-
lose a little bit liquidating it, because
Yeah,
you'll have
if
to
he
sell
can-
it to
he
some
can
sort of
use it to
merchant.
pay.
So if you use it for trade when it comes time to pay your expenses, you can get full value. But if you want to
Oh, that's,
put,
that's definitely good then, if I can do that.
we can just use that as trade when the time comes.
Also, would you discuss this with us, or would you just get one of the servants to deal with it without bothering us?
Yeah, I needed to come talk to you about those ceramic jars I got anyway, and have you take a look at those. So I definitely talked to you about it at least.
These are the jars
Alright,
from the
cool.
crypt.
Yeah. And I also show him the iron silverware that we got from the keep at the lake.
If you bring up selling the crossbows, I'd say we'll just be aware we are taking on a militia at the moment. It might be a very useful thing to build up our armory as much as we can.
You have a point. And I guess maybe in character, maybe it was you that said we could pay the expenses with these items, and maybe I think, oh, well, maybe we just shouldn't sell them then.
Yes, I'd say if we force it, then it's a buyer's market. If we can delay and hold off on the price and do it over time, then we can then get more value for them.
You certainly know a lot more about economics than I do, so. But yeah, I just bring up the urns and the silverware then.
Okay. I think the whole party is gathered together in the room with the urns while you take a look at them. There's 2 of them. They're each made out of clay with some sort of gauze wrapped over the top with some sort of cork underneath it. Doesn't feel like it's actually like a cork, but some sort of, fitted thing that sits in the top. The gauze over everything is wrapped shut with a bit of twine. There are old paintings along the outside of the urns. Nothing too outstanding, just kind of decorative doodles. No imagery, no words, just kind of, little fleur-de-lis here, little kind of curly Q-y thingy here.
Yeah. I guess I give the urns a gentle shake.
There's something rattling around inside of them. Not rattling, but kind of... There's something in them for sure.
Does it feel like sand might feel?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so it's okay. I did notice that I said, as we were leaving, that I thought there were ashes in the urns, but the bodies were in the sarcophagus. There's definitely aren't. If there's ashes, it's not theirs.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I open up the urns if it seems pretty easy to do so, and take a look inside.
Inside are, well, you have no idea what these are. They're these withered, blackened things about the size of your fist. They clearly were some sort of cellular life once upon a time.
How strange.
So-
I think I
Ginger, would
instinctively-
you make me a healing check, please?
Me? Yeah, that's basically anatomy, isn't it? Oh, I don't.
Yeah, actually, make me an anatomy check, not a healing check.
What the modifiers on that? Intelligence -2. Okay.
If that's what the page says, I don't recall.
Yeah. So that's 8 -2. Right? Oh.
Ooh, not quite.
By the way, is Arthur with us as we are here?
Yes, he is. He is
Oh,
Luther's
we should
squire, so he's around
probably-
all the time now.
We should probably tell him what these are. Or where they came from, maybe.
I-
I don't think that's important, sister.
Okay.
maybe not yet. And I think Kel Reginald's around and Father's around. So
Oh yeah, of
I
course.
guess if she says that, I kind of go.
Ooh,
Maybe not.
I don't know what they are.
They were just laying around Lake Floran.
Hmm.
Well, no one knows what these are.
What's it smell like?
It's just kind of musty. Whatever scent would be attached to these things has long decayed.
How much would the ceramic jars be worth? Kim?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Copper,
No.
silver.
these are useless. Just dump them.
Oh. Okay. Well. That's disappointing.
It is. Last trip then was for nothing.
What about the silverware that we got? Oh,
The silverware? Well,
I say it's silverware, but it's made of iron.
Flatware.
Flatware.
How much is that worth, Neil?
Oh, did we not discuss that before? I thought I gave it a price.
No, or at least I didn't write it down. Maybe you did.
Mm,
In that case, I successfully passed my appraisal check.
what was it? Crap. I think it was like 10 gold, 20 gold.
I don't know.
Let's just call it 20 gold. I don't really remember though.
Okay, for the whole set, 20 gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds about right. If a mess kit is 2 gold and this is better.
Alright, so where to next? I wouldn't mind calling in and seeing the sheriff first, just to see how the wall's been going and the situation there, but I'm guessing there's no great outcries, so maybe we should hold off on that for a little while. It'd be good to let the sheriff know we're still here.
Yes, that's a good point. Father, do you know if they've been rebuilding the walls?
No, there's not enough manpower. Well, no one's got the money to pay them to rebuild the wall.
I'm sure some of these nobles do, and they simply have no care for the people of this town.
Well, no, it's in the peasants' best interest for the wall to be rebuilt, so for them to ask for payment seems a little bit high and mighty, so I say we let that stew for a little bit longer until they become more reasonable.
What about bandits, goblins? The guards been keeping them out of the wall?
Oh, you heard about the kid that went missing, right?
Oh, yeah, I do recall that, yes.
Well, no new word since then.
Not that much of an issue then, just yet. That's good. Maximilian, how are you going with your plans?
The ballista plans?
Yeah, they be the ones.
I've drawn up documents to create them. There's just a matter of positioning. Do we want them on top of the wall or in the streets? Something I should
Well-
probably take up with the sheriff and the countess, see if she can fund it.
Yeah, well, that's certainly something. Hold off on that. Hold off on that for the moment. Not until it becomes pressing. You've got the plans in place. If you could perhaps spend the extra time to ensure that they can be mobile as required, because giants move and you can't build that many of them. So just get back to work on that.
I'll do what I can.
Very
One
good.
more thing, I think we may be forgetting. Ginger. It's your birthday, is it not?
Yeah, I was gonna wait until the evening to celebrate.
Well, I think my brother and we have something for you.
Oh?
I take out the necklace that we got from Sophia Lorne and her sarcophagus. We figured that such a nice necklace, we shouldn't let it go to waste.
This is a one-of-a-kind necklace. It is more valuable than even its worth because of the sheer craftsmanship. Its beauty could only be given to you.
I guess
I'm gonna stare directly at Luther. Say, you know, I was there when you took this.
I'm aware.
You know where this came from?
I'm aware.
You also came down to the market when I bought you last year's present. You knew where that came from. This is
That's not the point I'm trying to imply here. This came from
Where it came from is irrelevant. It's
a very nice necklace. I won't
this
deny.
necklace is probably worth more than our house.
it
Yeah.
is. It's there's a whole month's upkeep and more in this necklace. This is please, sister, accept the gift. This is a gift worthy of who you are. Something we've never been able to do for you before.
All right. Neil, could I get a full description of this necklace?
Yes. I think it's in episode 2 episodes ago that there's a description of it.
Just the color and materials will do.
Yes.
It came from the dead woman that's been haunting me, so it's rather fitting.
That we killed like 5 times.
I think it was a blue stone with a silver set in silver, and God, I don't remember.
Yeah,
Should've
I seem
written
to
it
remember
down.
there were like a few different stones in it.
I think the center stone is some sort of bluish, probably a sapphire or something, and there were smaller clear stones set around it. Maybe small diamonds, maybe what's the other one that starts with an M that's clear? I don't remember I'm bad with gemstones.
Malachite?
That might be the one.
I think that's green though.
Green, yeah.
Ah.
No, there's a different one then.
Well, thank you. I will figure out a suitable outfit to wear this with.
Oh, look.
Good night.
Don't you think you should try it on right now?
Well, it clashes with my usual red.
You may be right about that, but
Color is
regardless,
very important.
I can try it on for you.
No, if you've given me a gift, you don't take it back.
No, I wasn't taking it back. It seems like you have second thoughts about trying it on.
No, I'll put it on. I'll put it on now then.
Luther, your proprietaries are not befitting your position. Sister, of course, put it
I
on
know what you mean.
whenever you
Yes.
feel the need. Is your gift. But yes, certainly do it soon, so we can give you the appropriate compliments about how it brings out your eyes, etc. Totally genuine, of course.
All right. So I'm going to put the necklace on, and
See, look at it. Makes your eyes sparkle.
and you might have to get like a different color jacket to go with this. I feel like it does clash with the red that I used there.
What was that? Did I imagine that? It couldn't be. No.
No.
Do you feel any different? Do you?
Brother, your subtlety. These perhaps, sister, if you would like, I will go out shopping with you, and we shall go find you suitable apparel. We will just get Luther to break open the treasury, and we'll make a day of it.
Weren't you just complaining about us not having much money?
Of course, this is our sister, though. It's her birthday. Why do you think we collect the gold? It's we spend a certain amount per month. It's
Good point. Wow.
All right. Well then, we'll get a new jacket, new shoes, and then celebrate tonight. And well, we don't really have many friends to invite, though, do we?
yes. Neil, I want to go speak to Ronald.
Okay.
Yeah. I say, Ronald, you're looking rather dashing in your military uniform. Sorry, Ronald, not Reginald.
Oh, Ronald, right. Oh.
Telling Reginald he looks very dashing.
Okay, now do father. Ronald, you know it's my sister's birthday today. Did you get her a present?
Oh, jeez.
No.
Ronald, it's her birthday. You get people presents for their birthday.
Is this happening in front of everybody?
No. Front door.
Unfortunate.
You did get her a present. Oh, Ronald, this is not good. Don't you like her? Don't you like my sister?
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Well, perhaps Ronald, it's okay. Perhaps there's a way around. Perhaps there's something you can do for her.
Yeah?
She really likes you, Ronald.
Uh-huh.
That's why it's so important you give her a gift.
What?
Well, you, of course.
Luther feels a stinging sensation in his brain. He doesn't know what happened.
Ronald, tonight, when everyone's asleep, you can be the gift. When everyone's asleep, I want you to go to her bedroom, and yes, and say that, tell her that you are her birthday present. You do like her, don't you?
Huh? What?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Well, you go into her bed chamber, you wake her up, and you say that it's your birthday, and I am your gift. Can you do that?
Okay.
Good man. Make sure you wash up first, though, before you go there.
Okay.
You'll do this. It'll make Ginger very happy with you. Excellent. Very good. Good man. You're going to fit in very well here.
Uh-huh.
Keep up the good work.
He
By the
goes-
way, show me how you stab with the spear. Have you been learning?
He takes the spear and smashes it over the top of the wall, breaking the spear.
Oh dear.
That's a good start. I did say that you'd be much better with a tree trunk than a spear, but it appears no one listens to me. Would you like a tree trunk as well, there, Ronald? I reckon you could whack that wall down with a tree trunk.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see how that goes. And I'm gonna leave him.
Okay. You leave him out there. And, Alright, so I think you guys are just passing some time.
I'm going to see if I can go to the clothing shop and get a jacket in blue.
Okay. You can find a jacket in blue. You can spend as much money as you want on your jacket to make it as nice as you want. I think the minimum jacket price is like
2,000 gold.
a gold for a jacket.
Like 5 gold is an appropriate price for.
Sure.
Would that come out of our monthly expenses? Because
I don't know.
I think this is not monthly expenses. This is not like, food and, consumables and rent and that sort of thing. This is more, shopping for funsies.
Anyway,
I think like general replacement clothing, like your pants get torn or bloodied and your servants fix it or replace it for you is one thing, but this is, above and beyond your traditional
Cool.
stuff.
all right. And I didn't really see the spear getting broken, but I'm going to notice a missing spear.
Yes, you
Because I
will.
know- I know
Actually,
more
when you leave, you'll see Ronald standing there with a broken spear. What are the rest of you guys doing while she's going out?
I'm shadowing Luther.
Luther, how do you feel about someone always standing a few feet behind you?
Very uncomfortable. Really, Luther's just very uncomfortable with the whole idea of having someone that he has to train and
More
guide.
responsibility.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what
You
are
say
you doing,
something?
Stefan? Oh.
I'm with Ginger. I'm taking her out shopping for her birthday as well.
Can you make me a charisma check, Stefan?
So for a point, not wearing armor or carrying weapons or shield this time.
Oh, nice. Hard to go shopping when you're carrying armor.
24 pass.
All right, you're out at the markets with her. You're in the main market. Let's bring that up on the map. The central market. When you spot a familiar-looking servant picking up some food from a stall, you recognize him as the guy who claimed he was a servant of what's her name? That
Zaragal.
yeah, the guy that said he was a servant of Zara Genhall.
Ginger. Ginger. Put that down. Look over there. That's-
Why am I?
That's him. That's the servant. The one that led us astray.
Um,
The one that tried to get us to take on the caravan. Don't look at him. Don't look at him.
I don't know who it is, but yes. So
Okay. We're going to follow, but at a distance. At an extreme distance. Keep subtle. Like, while he's here, we'll keep on shopping. Just keep half an eye on him.
do you want me to kill him as well?
No, sister. Although it is your birthday, but no, no. We got to find out who he is, who he's working for.
Oh, all right.
Very good.
All right, you guys follow him around. He's just picking up some food, and then he heads back down the main street and hooks a left to come down that road that leads towards the estates. You peer around it once he's partway down and see him coming and making a turn down the main drag towards all the noble houses.
Yeah. So yeah, go run and try and see which noble house he goes into.
By the time you catch up to the corner, he is gone.
Damn it.
Catch him.
Give
Damn
me
it.
perception checks, both of you.
Ooh,
Nice.
very good.
You are fairly confident that he did not go into the Lorwyn estate. By the time if he had done that, you probably would have still seen him walking across the lawn.
Would that hold true for the Thresher and the Wyatt estates then? Because that's pretty much the same distance to their front gates.
The difference is if he gets through the gate and he's over here, you can't, like, there's a wall blocking line of sight. So if he was in the Thresher or Wyatt estate, you know, your vision would be obscured by this section of wall.
Okay, it's only 260 feet, so I'm actually going to run through close to the Lorwyn estate. And I'm going to be looking left and right because I'm guessing we can get there if he's just walking before he goes into the actual buildings.
Okay.
So I'm just going. I just book it.
You book it up there, glance around. You don't see him in the Wyatt or Thresher estate yards. Actually, you don't see him in any of the yards. You do see some servants out front and a few of them tending to gardens. They pay you no mind.
Okay, so I was too late to spot it. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna head back and Ginger, let's head back in. There's something we can do about this now.
All right. By the way, earlier when I saw Ronald holding the broken spear, I will tell him to put it away and go take another one, and not to break it. Just very sternly. It's just for show. You don't break it.
Okay.
See, Ronald, she likes you. Now, come on, sister. We're gonna go.
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna rush up to see a brother who's
Sure.
fellow.
The whole party is gathered together.
Brother, we just spotted the servant in the marketplace. Went back to the estates, but we didn't see which estate he went into.
The servant? What do you mean?
The one that tried to convince us to take on to assassinate another noble house.
And he came back to the noble estates.
He
Yes.
did, yes.
I knew it. I told you that woman was not to be trusted.
Well, we didn't see which estate they went into.
No, it must have been the Genhall estate. I know. I had a feeling. I had a feeling that she was doing something. She was up to something.
You might be right. You might be right, but now we just need to find out. If that servant goes out, then it's possible that they will continue to go out. We need to keep a watch out. I'd say have somebody watching out to see when they go in and out, or we find some reason to go visiting the estates to see if we can actually spot it.
If did the servant, he didn't see you?
No. Neil, was there any indication that the servant would have seen us?
He did not seem to recognize you
Okay,
or
cool.
see you. Or
I
Find out
don't
the
think
business.
we should go to the estate. I think if he saw us and we saw him, I think something bad might happen if that were to.
Well, quite frankly, that was always going to happen, though. Like, it's a flawed plan. I don't think they thought this one through. If they kept their servant alive, they're not the smartest of individuals.
I tried to tell that Genhall woman that her daughter was. I
look,
knew she was trying to take power.
You went there when I spoke to her. She had a look of genuine shock, and look, you can't fool a fooler.
Did we let anyone else in on this? Did we tell Lorwyns? I don't think we did.
No, and we can't until we have the information. You don't shoot all your load off in one go. Let's just get information. Let's find out. Let's keep an eye out when the servant's out. We wait for them to come back and see where they go.
Hold on. Stefan. What if Ronald saw him walk past? Well, we might be able to confirm if it was Greendal or further on. Narrowing it down a little bit.
Yeah, that's very true. He would have certainly seen her. I'm guessing if he's being told to watch, the only thing he does is watch. Oh
That's
dear.
the thing. Right. I'm gonna just
Yeah.
walk
Okay.
out
Yeah.
to.
Why don't you go and ask him while we think of some other plans? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I go to the front and find Ronald. Ronald, a few minutes ago, did anyone walk past our house other than me and Stefan, of course?
Uh-uh.
Are you sure? Just outside the gate, did you see anyone at all?
Uh-huh.
And did they go right or did they go into the other house on the other side?
He just points to a wall. He points directly across the street.
Did you see the person go into the estate on the other side of the road?
The home?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
All right. Thank you. Keep watching. This is important work for us.
Uh-huh.
Has he got a new spear, by the way?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna point to the spear and say, "Remember, it's for show. You don't break the spear."
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I go back in, sit down at the table or wherever these guys have met, and say, "So, Ronald did see someone go into the Green Door estate. Can't guarantee Ronald saw things correctly, though."
Neil, the Grindles, are they one step up or one step below?
Green
Financial
Dolls. They are the house directly above you in terms of power and prestige.
Sorry, the relationships with the Genhals.
They are so it goes you at the bottom, then the Green Dolls, then the Genhalls.
And I feel like them two hate each other.
It seems we've been building up some business with the Grindles.
Are there any of our lovely socialites around
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, totally.
I'll maybe if
That's your wife?
yeah, whoever I find first, I'll ask if they know if the Green Dolls are in town.
Yes, the Green Dolls are in town.
I guess I go back down and report to everybody that he certainly could have gone into the Green Doll estate, considering they're here. Luther has a burning hatred in his heart right now. Not for anyone in particular yet, but somebody tried to set him up.
So what are you guys doing? You have a lot of loose ends right now. Well, not really. You have a few loose ends and a lot of potential.
Yeah.
What are
Well,
you
it
doing?
seems-
What's your objective here?
It seems to me the best thing to do would be to play the houses against each other. Perhaps we could stir the pot and see what happens. I propose the socialites talk to the Genhalls and let them know that they found out that the Greendalls moved on them. That we have the confirmation. And
Are we sure enough to say that?
well, I think we should certainly keep an eye on them. Perhaps we should actually wait and verify Ronald's words. That would be a good idea. But perhaps if we move on that assumption, we need a plan as to what we're going to do with this information afterwards, unless we're going to be impotent and not be able to do anything about it. So I would suggest then that we would both simultaneously inform the Genhalls, while also sending a letter perhaps to the Greendalls, letting them know that the Genhalls know that there was an attack that they moved against, and just see what happens from there.
I don't know about all this. I'm not sure I like the idea of introducing chaos into the equation.
Brother, with the status quo as it is, introducing the chaos, but don't forget, the Greendals, if it was them, have used us as their pawns, and the chaos is already there because they wanted us to assassinate the Gendals.
If I get concrete information that this was the Green Dolls, they will pay.
Would discovering that the servant is actually serving the Greendals be enough information for you?
I would think so, yes. I could go to the Gen Halls immediately, tell them that we know who is trying to have us attack the carriage.
But see, that's there's an issue
Take
with
care
that.
of it for them.
That's a thing. How would we take care of it for them? Are you suggesting that we move against another noble house? When all the nobles just see us as not even nobility, or if we are just something to be tolerated, we would just be used.
We will have allies in this. We could even speak to the Lorewinds if we wanted to, inform them of the situation, and we would be well within our rights to take the Green Dolls down.
And they would say it would be the Greendall's word against the servant's word, saying that they were representing.
It would be the Green Dolls' word against our word. Now, whether that would go well for us, maybe it wouldn't.
They would separate from that instantly.
If it didn't go well, I would take care of things myself.
Perhaps, brother, the subtleties of diplomacy have never been your forte. You are certainly the heir, not quite the head. But I think moving aggressively or putting ourselves in a position to move aggressively could backfire against us.
I suppose we'll have to see.
Why take any action just right now?
Well, we need to take action, but the action I would take would be to introduce that chaos, but to point them at each other so that they're not thinking or looking at us.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that. I think for now maybe we have someone gather information, and maybe we go do something else in the meantime.
Yes. The trouble is that only you and I saw the servant. We can give it a description. I don't know if that would be enough to identify for anyone else.
You do have a point.
Pardon, my lords, but if we can identify the servants, isn't this a matter for the law to handle?
You all laughed at it. That's what I was saying.
You clearly don't live in this town, do you?
No, my lady.
But not these circles. Let me explain to you something, young squire. Nobility has burdens of responsibility, but with that responsibility also comes rights, such as we are generally above the law. Unless, of course, we do something like try to murder another family, brother. In which case, that would be a matter for the Countess to deal with. Reputation, good squire, is a protection, but it's also the greatest weakness. That's where you attack, where you bring justice. The nobles bring justice amongst their own, in their own way. Justice is just a game.
Oh, well, I guess you do lead a different life, but I don't know. I thought nobles, if you move against another noble, isn't that just like a commoner moving against another commoner?
No, it's a very different thing.
Oh, all right. I guess you know better.
Oh yes, but if you're squire to us, it's something that you must learn. So you can navigate this with perhaps more aplomb than my brother here.
Speaking of which, Stefan, could you recommend a tavern to celebrate tonight?
Sister, I have one in mind. Leave it with me.
All right.
But in the meantime, they'll have to wait. We do need to have a plan forward. There's no point in bumbling into the darkness on this matter when we're dealing with those technically our betters. So, brother, is your plan to go to the Lorwins, and do you expect the the Countess to really do anything on that?
We need more information first. We can't trust Ronald, which is quite bad to say about a member of the first member of our guard. I
The
think
only
generally we need to be able to trust them, but we can't trust Ronald.
best case scenario, if we do kidnap the servant and we do extract information, do you really think that the Countess is going to believe the word of a servant over their masters?
We don't need to kidnap the servant. We just need to make sure that he is with the Green Devils.
Yes, but what do you intend to do with that information afterwards is the question.
Go straight to the Gen Halls. Tell them exactly what I saw.
And what do you think their response will be?
Well, my hope is that they'll send me after the Green Dolls, and I can take care of them myself.
In that case, you would then be no longer the head of the house. You would be strung up very, very quickly.
No, I believe you're wrong there. It's the just thing to do. They were conspiring to murder the head of another house, a house better than them.
Yes, but you have no proof of that, and the Genhals would not support you. You would be their pawn, and you're just playing right into the hands because then they have separation from you. It is much better to play the game and to weaken their position and to weaken both of their positions, and that way we come out ahead, and it gives us opportunity. Killing
What does
is
creating chaos give us? What's the point?
what, brother. You should know this. You are the head of the house.
Weakening
You
other
have to-
houses does not strengthen us. It may
If it's-
strengthen our relative position, but it doesn't strengthen us concretely.
If it's just between the nobles, why not? As long as you're not, bringing down the walls, go. Yeah.
If you kill the nobles, what do you think is going to happen, brother? After that, do you really think
I didn't
the
say I'd
Countess is
kill
going to go? Oh, you did it for a good reason.
I didn't say I'd kill anyone. I'd simply take them into custody.
You're going to take them into custody, and what do you think is going to happen after that? You have the word of a servant. That is it.
Again, it's not the word of the servant, it's the word of us. The servant isn't saying anything. We saw the servant. We know what he told us. It's our word against theirs, not the servant's.
Brother, you lead our house into ruin, but I obviously cannot sway you on this.
I don't think creating chaos is the way to go about things. That's all I'm saying. We might not
The way
even have to deal with this.
The way that you suggest is so naive, and the consequences of it, your death, or nothing happens. Is
I
that
assure
really?
you I care enough about my own life not to act in a way that I think will get me killed.
All right, very well. Well, in any case, the first thing is to find the servant through first. We can plan what to do after that.
Yes, we don't really have a plan as to what we're doing in the next few days. I know
Perhaps
Ginger
you
wants to
could-
celebrate.
Perhaps you could consult your father about this and see what he says about your plan.
Oh, I was thinking about consulting him about the green dolls at least.
But first, we should find the servant. In any case, it's our sister's birthday. We should celebrate. Squire, do you like drinking?
Oh, every now and then, yeah.
Good. Tonight is one of those now and then moments. We're going out drinking.
All right.
Where do you go? There are many taverns in town.
Going to the nice one, which I think is the Blind Cat the one?
No, that's one of the shittiest taverns in town. That's
Really?
a dive bar. Oh yeah, the Cask and
this is-
Hearth is the nicest one in town.
Right, okay, cool, alright. I guess we go there.
Okay,
To Stefan though, the Blind Cat is much more fun.
definitely. But it's not a nice tavern.
Actually,
Not by any
know
stretch of the
Ginger.
imagination.
I know Ginger, so I reckon she'd prefer the Blind Cat to the actual... Oh, that's a tough one.
You don't want to go visit your boyfriend as well, Sheriff?
No, this is your night. This is not a night for him.
Okay, why don't we take our break as everyone goes out to celebrate Ginger's birthday? When we come back, maybe the party will know what their next course of action is. See you guys on the other side of our break. Bye-bye.